Let's see how Gen.G are going to handle it. There is the start onto Dura. The Shattering Strike's fantastic though, as Peter is definitely dead. First blood goes over to Gen.G, and Dr. even almost dying to that last turret shot. A 1-for-1, but more money to Gen.G.
This is a hard dive to pull off, and I think that
he is going to be waiting underneath this turret. There's the ulti, bounces to the other side, but it's a mini taunt and a very dead Aurora. They definitely did. There's the Cyclone. Killer Instinct comes in as Cuz able to cross on over to the red buff. The flash comes forward and Cuz will be taken out. But the max range hook comes in from Peter. Finds the triple knock-up as well. Still, Dr. doesn't quite have the damage as Perfect is coming down. And there is the kill. It's unfortunately Peter that locks it down. Then the rest of them as Perfect. The Drake still amongst it. Keen getting down there as well. Hasn't quite pressed the Gwen's immune button as Peter just takes a lot of his health bar, but not too much more as there's a Magnus Storm to come in. The heroic entrance comes down as well. It's Perfect that locks down the Dragon, but can they stay alive in this fight as Cuz is looking for Keen, and he does manage to take him out. Dom still pretty high on the health bar, but it's Peter that's going to be taken out first, followed immediately by Canyon as now Perfect dives into stealth. The flash out there from Ruler, but they are now on the wrong side of the rift, and Gen.G in a really awkward position. The Chovy finds the big taunt. This is the Chovy position, but still, he is going down so incredibly low, and not this time, Chovy. This time it's BDD having that last laugh, and KT will crush them. Well, that is exactly what they're going to do, as Peter does find a hook here onto Dura. Let's see whether they do turn, as Canyon and Ruler are sticking on this Baron for quite some time. Keen on a flank angle. There's the Magnus Storm from Dura that brings him in. Ruler with the Killer Instinct, but he immediately just gets ulted by everyone. Still, the Sivir is going to go down, and Gen.G find their mark. Perfect is now in so much trouble as Cuz trying to deal with Keen. The flash out from Perfect is exactly that, though, and he takes down the Gwen. Still, BDD cannot stand up to Chovy, who seems immune to taking damage. Chovy making his way in. The Winds of War come down. There is Dura with the Magnus Storm on the only one as BDD finds the Black Sword. Ruler is executed, and the Between Worlds is gorgeous here for Perfect as well. Still the three-man taunt, and Chovy just showing that it's real difficult to kill this Galio, but kill him they will as KT look to ace them again. Chovy's still going to try and get out of here, but Perfect should be able to tidy this one up. And KT, they can take themselves Soul Point, and they can crush some turrets if they'd like. And Keen looking for that flank angle one more time. They dive in. The Magnus Storm's fantastic, as here's the Wombo combo out of Gen.G, and the Sivir goes down first. Ruler will soon to follow, though, as Canyon's also dead. They've taken out the Rel at the same time, and the KT War Machine will not be stopped here today. Chovy just has to watch as they all destroy his teammates. The Needleworkers come on through there as there's the interrupt onto Chovy. I don't know whether he's exactly the target that they're looking for as King goes golden right in the middle of the fight. The Magnus Storm is onto everyone, and now Ruler has a huge shield as he gets into the back line. They've wiped out BDD. The flash out from Perfect, he's not offering the damage anymore. And KT! Oh, it was looking so good until it wasn't.
After all that, Gen.G finally get that Perfect engage. The AoE comes in, and I think they're just looking to end the game. Perfect, long death timers and his teammates. I think it might not be enough. There's just one minion wave coming in now, but there's another coming in soon. I think they can do it. I think they can end.
Oh God, we'll see whether Perfect can hold this off. But like you say, it's going to be such a difficulty. He's on the broomstick, looking to deal with the minions, does a decent job at that. And there are super creeps as well, but here is another minion wave like you're talking about, and these structures do not last. And out of the jaws of defeat, Gen.G say no. You're gonna have to try better than that, KT.
It's a heartbreaker. KT played so well throughout that.
I think Perfect is gonna acquiesce, and where have we seen this play before? Yes, it was last game. The flash forward into the solar flare here. Zenith Blade will connect. Tempered Fate is going to buy Jiro a little bit of time, but I don't know whether it's going to save him. As never mind, they get over the wall though, and there it is. Dr. hits him with that water balloon, and down goes Brad. Okay. Well, there is still a turret here as the minefield goes down. Canyon is definitely dead, and Dr. will be taken out by the Dawning Shadow, but I think he's okay with it. Trading that 1-for-1.
Yeah, good chain around there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get away from the ult from Ruler, so it's a 1-for-1, but Jungler dead.
All right, another kennel goes down here as Cuz just needed to press out on anyone to try and keep himself healthy, and down he will go. Tempered Fate over the wall, just predicting the flash, because doesn't press the button. course, it is a Chemtech Soul again. Okay, Keen in so much trouble. The Zenith Blade says that's a dead Ambessa. Jovi now trying to run his way out, and he will be able to do so with the phase rush. Okay, they're in a whole host of trouble. Mega Inferno. Oh, okay! Oh, what? Okay, well, the bouncing bomb is going to go wide, but the Zenith Blade is still going to connect. He places Mega Inferno bomb! Makes his way over the wall, is perfect on a flank angle. Ruler taking so much damage, so this Ziggs is a monster, and oh my goodness, that wasn't even the sweet spot, and Ruler is almost dead, but he's not, and gets the piercing darkness out. The Ziggs is still popping off, though, as Canyon down so incredibly low, and it is a bloodbath once again in this mid-game as KT take over. Okay, well, the public execution onto Perfect here. He's looking to see whether he can keep himself alive, but he can't. As once again, just going to get picked off because with a casual subjugate, Canyon there with that morning mist. In goes Peter, actually. Mega Inferno Bomb just misses everything entirely. And Peter does have to try and get out of there, but he's not going to be able to. And look at the sad Satchel, just explodes without doing anything. And Peter's life. And Gen.G just holding them at bay, and the catch onto Perfect is too good, and Gen.G are able to eviscerate him. Now it's Canyon that makes his way forward. It's ambitious, but it's working! Chovy taking a lot of damage, but dishing out way more. It's a double kill as the Ziggs. In goes Canyon, looks for that backline as they're looking to just execute Doctarm, but that's a great satchel still. It's a trade of a buy for a Doctarm, and Doctarm was so much more important. Ruler is still standing here as Cuz. And so Peter looking for an engage angle. Zenith Blade does bring him in. It's the Bard that actually locks this one down as there is Canyon finding his way in. Tempered Fate to allow them to reposition. Canyon survives somehow! And Gen.G with the Chemtech Soul! There was no hope. And the problem with this one is it looked like there was hope until it was absolutely gone. Peter goes in once again because he needs to try desperately to do something. PDD does the same thing, but the Nexus is still going to reach the same fate. Gen.G, a 2-0 over KT that could have just as easily been a 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the first one, they were so close.